Hey, you guys, happy Wednesday. So I want to talk about the relationship building part of this business. I think a lot of people overanalyze what we do. I mean, us as coaches, we overanalyze what we do. And I've learned a really, really good lesson in the past couple of days. And there's a couple of you guys that I've spoken to about this, but what it comes down to is absolute relationship building. I mean, you cannot get around that. If you are simply shooting for a number or you're simply shooting for an income or a rank, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. That's just empty. That's an empty business. That's a greedy business. So focusing on your relationship building is number one. And I've learned that a little more brutally in the last couple of days, which is ironic because I've been a coach for 2 years. And I started out not overanalyzing it. I started out not complicating any of this and just simply being who I am, not even paying attention to the top coaches or any other coach, just simply doing what I do and in the way that I do it. Not trying to copy Melanie Mitro, not trying to copy Anita Byron or whoever else is out there that is succeeding, but simply being Marcelle, because it's only me that's going to make those connections that are truly going to be a benefit to not only my business, but my life. And I found myself really overanalyzing this in the past week or so and thinking, how should I present myself? I should present myself this way because this is what people are looking for. Or I really need to tweak this because it's not what so-and-so would do, or, what have you. And guess what happened when I did that? Nothing happened. I was so frustrated. And I was like, what is going on with my business? Like, have I lost my edge? And that's what I kept saying, that I kept losing my edge. And it was actually the opposite, that I had lost myself. And the second I started to really kind of close my eyes, breathe, and think about how I would speak to my friends or how I would speak to you guys. I mean, you are my friends too, but you get that point. Speak just from the heart. That's when those real connections started to evolve. And I mean like instantly, all right? The second you are authentic and the second you are real is when people pick that up, all right? They pick it up and they want to be a part of what you're doing. For example, this is such a great example. I posted a before and after picture of myself this morning from when I was pregnant with Kale and Cece to a more recent picture. And I did a challenge group ad. And I tried my best to form this ad to what I thought people might want to hear. And as I watched it over the course of 30 to 60 minutes, I got 1 like. And I thought, okay, this is not really going the way I want. Because as you know, on Facebook, if things are good, they're good instantly, right? And they get that view and they get those comments and they get those likes and whatever. And I decided to delete it. As I read through that message or through the post that I had, I thought, I sound like a robot. Who would want to connect with me? Like, what? I've got to be like 1,000 pounds to 110 pounds to get someone's attention with this robotic post. And it was just me being a normal person as a mom. So I deleted it. And I went back. I looked at this picture. I really looked hard at this picture. I closed my eyes, I turned on my voice text, and I just spoke. I spoke about how I felt when I looked at that picture. And I would have those moments where I would think, what should I say? And I had to kind of wipe that out and say, no. What do I want to say? Not what should I say? What do I want to say? I don't give a flying rat's butt who cares or who's going to have an opinion about what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say it. So I had to put those blinders on, block out what I thought someone might think, and just say what it is. Just say who I am. Just speak from the heart. That's it. And I went back, I posted that, and I promised myself I wasn't going to look for another 30 minutes because you know how that feels, right? You post something that you think might be good, and then you check it every 2 minutes, and it's a waste of time. And it's like watching a pot of water boil. You're waiting for the interaction to happen. So I promised myself I'm not going to look at it for at least half an hour. I went back, and not only I had more likes on it than the first one, but I started to receive messages from people. 2 messages from people instantly saying, I really connected with what you said. This is who I am. I agree with what you're saying. I feel the same way. And that was what got me. I feel the same way. And you know what? This one particular girl that contacted me, amazing person, like someone that I could probably be best friends with. Just hearing her experience and hearing that passion in her voice about what she wants for her life, who she is, who she's trying to get back to. This was exactly the type of person I wanted to connect with. And you know how I found her? How she found me? By being myself. So forget about what you're supposed to say and just be yourself. Obviously, we're not going to be dropping F-bombs and being that, because I know you guys are not those kind of people. But when it comes to the heartfelt words, the heartfelt emotions that come out, close your eyes, turn on your voice text, and just talk. Don't forget to edit, but just talk, right? Talk about how you feel. Talk about what that picture means to you. Be as authentic as possible. And that's the lesson I learned, which kind of blows my mind because I was doing that 2 years ago, but somehow I got lost in the what should I do's. And so I want this to be a lesson to you guys that it doesn't matter how long you've been a coach. Sometimes you need to just get back down to the basics. Keep it real. Be authentic. Be yourself. Because there's people that are going to relate to you, to what you're truly saying and feeling at this point in your life, are going to be the people that belong in your life. Okay? So maybe I failed, but I think I failed forward in this situation. So I hope that this kind of helps you guys understand that you cannot be anywhere in this business if you aren't building those relationships. And you can't build relationships unless you're being yourself. Okay? All right, you guys, have a great day. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.